Alright, guys, I'm back with another chapter in Exodus. We're in Exodus chapter 23, where the header reads, A Call for Justice, and we'll get right into it. You must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witness stand. You must not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by the crowd to twist justice. And do not slant your testimony in favor of a person just because that person is poor. If you come upon your enemy's ox or donkey that has strayed away, take it back to its owner. If you see that the donkey of someone who hates you has collapsed under its load, do not walk by, instead stop and help. In a lawsuit, you must not deny justice to the poor. Be sure never to charge anyone falsely with evil. Never sentence an innocent or blameless person to death, for I never declare a guilty person to be innocent. Take no bribes, for a bribe makes you ignore something that you clearly see. A bribe makes even a righteous person twist the truth. You must not oppress foreigners. You know what it's like to be a foreigner, for you yourselves were once foreigners in the land of Egypt. Plant and harvest your crops for 6 years, but let the land be renewed and lie uncultivated during the 7th year. Then let the poor among you harvest whatever grows on its own. Leave the rest for wild animals to eat. That same applies to your vineyards and olive groves. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but on the 7th day you must stop working. This gives your ox and your donkey a chance to rest. It also allows your slaves and the foreigners living among you to be refreshed. Pay close attention to all my instructions. You must not call on the name of any other gods. Do not even speak their names. 3 annual festivals. Each year, you must celebrate 3 festivals in my honor. First, celebrate the festivals of unleavened bread. For 7 days, the bread you eat must be made without yeast, as I commanded you. Celebrate this festival annually at the appointed time in early spring, in the month of Abib. For that is the anniversary of your departure from Egypt. No one may appear before me without an offering. Second, celebrate the festival of harvest, when you bring me the first crops of your harvest. Finally, celebrate the festival of the final harvest, at the end of the harvest season, when you have harvested all the crops from your fields. At these 3 times each year, every man in Israel must appear before the sovereign, the Lord. You must not offer the blood of my sacrificial offerings together with any baked goods containing yeast, and do not leave the fat from the festival offerings until the next morning. As you harvest your crops, bring the very best of the first harvest to the house of the Lord your God. You must not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. A promise of the Lord's presence. See, I am sending an angel before you to protect you on your journey and lead you safely to the place I prepared for you. Pay close attention to him and obey his instructions. Do not rebel against him, for he is my representative, and he will not forgive your rebellion. But if you are careful to obey him, following all my instructions, then I will be an enemy to your enemies, and I will oppose those who oppose you. For my angel will go before you and bring you into the land of the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hivites, and Jebusites, so you may live there, and I will destroy them completely. You must not worship the gods of these nations, or serve them in any way, or imitate their evil practices. Instead, you must utterly destroy them and smash their sacred pillars. You must serve only the Lord your God. If you do, I will bless you with food and water, and I will protect you from illness. There will be no miscarriages or infertility in your land, and I will give you long, full lives. I will send my terror ahead of you and create panic among all the people whose lands you invade. I will make all your enemies turn and run. I will send terror ahead of you to drive out the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites. But I will not drive them out in a single year, because the land would become desolate, and the wild animals would multiply and threaten you. I will drive them out a little at a time, until your population has increased enough to take possession of the land. And I will fix your boundaries from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea, and from the western wilderness to the Euphrates River. I will hand over to you the people now living in the land, and you will drive them out ahead of you. Make no treaties with them or their gods. They must not live in your land, or they will cause you to sin against me. If you serve their gods, you will be caught in the trap of idolatry. And that's the end of chapter 23, guys. I like, if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I like marching orders. I like that it gives specific direction here. The toughest part about that is timeline. It wasn't given specific timeline. In fact, it said don't do it too fast, because you wouldn't be able to inherit the land. There wouldn't be enough of you to inherit the land fast enough. So know that this is going to take time. You're going to have to be patient and exercise patience. Another thing is, I'm also curious about the leavened bread. Why did he not want leavened? I can't remember if I read through. I remember I've heard it a couple times where during the celebration, the festival of unleavened bread, why must the bread be unleavened though? What is it about it? I can't remember if it said anything. So I'm going to have to do some more digging. Because usually when I have those questions, I usually go down some rabbit holes. But no, I like this. I like that it's a constant promise. It's a constant fulfillment of what he tells us. And yeah, is there some patience that you're going to have to do? Yeah. Is there some fighting of temptations? I imagine when he says not to, don't keep these people in your lands. Don't make treaties with your gods. There's got to be something tempting that would make them want to do that. What about following these people is something that he has to continually reinforce? Is it something that, is it through selfishness? Is it because idolatry is bad, but usually when you idolize something, it's because it gives you something. What were these things giving these people that would make them want to leave someone who had been shown to work fantastic miracles and all these things that I couldn't imagine seeing the Red Sea separated, or at night the Egyptians losing all their firstborn, the terrible hailstorms, all the things when they were leaving Egypt. And not to say that wouldn't be, you would eventually have those problems as that generation died out and people that experienced that firsthand lost sight of that. But still, that there would be such great reverence of things. And I imagine that that's why they had to continue those celebrations, so that people remember, hey, why are we doing this? Children would eventually ask, even if they were never told, why do we have this celebration? So, let me tell you, we do this because of how great our God is. And we do this so we always remember. This is the specific reasons for these festivals. So I like that. And it just makes sense. It makes sense because it reinforces what his expectations of us are. And we just have to simply obey, and order naturally will happen. And we will naturally have to educate the next generation on why we're doing things. And so, no. Beautiful. Everything just falls in place the way it makes it. He's quite the author. On that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be back for chapter 24 of Exodus, where the header reads, Israel accepts the Lord's covenant. Have a good night and God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.